here we go. Now we're back. I'm going to do a lot more things now. So let's get to it. I go from left to right. So I'm going to start with this router right here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the IP addresses. So what I like to do, you need to learn how to work comfortably. So this gray bar down here, I move my lab over to one side, right, where I can see everything. I click on my router, one click. If all I care about is this right here, so I cover the other two up, and I open it up as wide as I can, all right? So things are not crunched up. I see people working these little screens like this. You're not on your phone, all right? You want to be able to see everything. All right, I know this says router 0, don't care. All right, I'm going to do my own, and that's enable. I'm sorry. This is the housekeeping, okay? We'll do enable. So now, there's one big controversial thing right here. Let me go back. Let me exit. All right. So we're outside the router. I'm going to hit enter. That there is called user mode. User mode. User mode. The greater than symbol is called user mode. When I type the enable or en command, this is called privilege mode, not enable mode. That is completely moronic. This is what it's in your CCNA book. It makes no freaking sense. Okay? Because if they're using the logic that you typed enable to get to the next prompt, so that makes that enable mode, then apparently this is disable mode. No. I have one student, all right, Kevin Hayes, that he went and actually sent an email to the author of Cisco Press and said, hey, what's going on here? He said, well, it's the least common known. So it's like nobody really uses that, but it could be called that. No. Privilege mode, period, end of story. All right. So there's things you do here. The first thing we can do here is the clock command. Clock, question mark is your friend, set, hours, minutes, and seconds. I don't know. Whatever time you want to put in there. 10, 20, hours, minutes, and seconds. Okay, what's next? The day. Okay, 1. The month. Let's pick December. Okay. And then the year. All right, let's be in the future. No, let's not be in the 2021. The year of chaos. All right, so there's your clock. Next, we go into global config. Well, you can do something else here. I believe it's here. Question mark is your friend. Let's see, it's here. Yeah, it is here. Which is terminal history size. See how I question mark my way through this? And then choose. What is this for, lad? So it remembers the last whatever many commands you did. So let's just remember the last 50 commands I did. Cool. I can up arrow and down arrow and all that good stuff. All right. Now, one thing, always, okay, I'll do it the certification way, the old certification, because it's not like you configure it in this certification. Copy, run start. That's the last time I'll do that. I like to just do WR. Okay? Or if I'm somewhere else, just do WR. So let's go to global configuration, config T. All right, so we're going to give this router host name. Host name, it's the first router, R1. All right, now we're going to put in some passwords. Well, the clock also in here. Clock, question mark. Now it's a time zone. All right, question mark. What time zone are you in? Oh, I'm in Florida. Okay, and I think I'm -4 or -5. I don't know. You're not getting tested on what time zone you are. You may be getting tested on clock time zone. What's that for? Why is that important? NTP. All right, synchronization, all that good stuff. All right, so now we go to passwords. Privilege mode passwords. Enable password. Cisco, enable secret student. All right. Oops. Enable secret students. Just had an error. Rewrite it. You're good to go. The secret overrides the plain text. Secret is encrypted with MD5 encryption. All right. But in case older iOS, that's the explanation in the book. Older iOS, it'll at least have a plain text password. That's what that's there. Next, we do the banner. Message of the day banner. Banner. MOTD, message of the day. This little symbol is what's important. These delimiting characters. What you start with, you end with. So if you use the pound symbol, you're going to put a phone number. It can be in the body of the message. Okay? So money sign, money sign. Stay out of my router and end the message. Okay, so that way it'll prevent people from getting to your router. Yeah, no, but it's a liability because if they say, oh, it's okay, they still go in, they got a message to stay away from your router. All right. These commands now, CDP is on by default, but if you have to do it, you would say CDP run, okay, and then the other one is LLDP run. Now, if I go into an interface, I go interface G0/0/0 hello / okay. For CDP is pretty simple. CDP enable, and you can tab to finish the command. Here, no, LDP transmit, LDP receive. Royal pain, okay? Don't like it. Now, since we're in the interface, G00, might as well put the IP address, right? IP address, that's your gateway, 192.168.10.254. 255.255.255.0 and your mask. Don't forget to turn it on. Don't shut. They're all shut down. Should I turn amber? That's why you have your little fast forward sign or fast forward button, right? I'm going to exit once, take me back out. Now we're going to do, all right, this for DNS. We have a DNS server, right? So we're going to, this command is already on, but I'm going to show you if it isn't on, how you would turn it on. IP domain hyphen lookup. All right, it's already on. People normally turn that off because they're not going to use it. And then you have IP domain hyphen name globed.net. That's what we're going to use in the DNS server. And then what's the IP address of that name server? Well, it's 192.168.30.1. Cool. All right. Unbeknownst to you, what you just did, you gave the router a host name and you actually gave it a domain name. So that now will allow you to do SSH. Aha. But before we do that, we're going to create a username. I was going to say username, right? Because, LDS, me. All right. What privilege? I'm going to get 15. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 15. 15. And then 15 being administrative, right? So we can do password. And I'm just going to say 0. And then I'll say Cisco, which is plain text. Wow, so you leave everything in plain text? That's kind of crazy, man. You're right, it is. Service, password, hyphen encryption, encrypts past, present, and future passwords. Yeah. All right, so we got that going. What else? All right, now we can go ahead and start setting up SSH, right? So we're going to do IP SSH. And you do authentication retries 3 times, right? You're going to give it 5? No, 3 times. 3 times. You got 3 tries to go ahead and get in. All right, and then do IP SSH. How many seconds? IP SSH timeout. Okay, and you have up to 120 seconds. So, all right, before it just kicks you out if you're not doing anything, it's like, get out. All right, and I'll leave version 1. I'm not going to change the version. I'll leave whatever version's there. All right, I really don't care. But there is a version command. You see it right here. All right, so let's see. Just out of curiosity, IP version. What IP SSH version? What version do they have? 1 and 2. Okay, I'm just going to leave whatever is there. I really don't. Doesn't matter. All right, now we're going to line con. Line con 0, the console. Right? If you have a console cable and you're consoling in to the console port, there's only one console port, so therefore it's 0. We're gonna set a password. Dude, I said Cisco up there, didn't I? Yes, I did for the username. So I'm going to do password, mango, log in. If I leave it like that, if I leave it just like that, it's not going to use the username and password. It's just going to say, okay, what's the password? And you put in the password mango. I don't want that. I want it to use the username and password. So I'm going to say login, local. All right. Then we're going to do some basic stuff here. Exec, hyphen, timeout, minutes and seconds. If you're not typing anything, it'll kick you out after that. And then you do login, synchronous, tab, because I don't want to feel like spelling it. And it's basically when your router gives you feedback, it won't interrupt your typing. All right, so that's your line con 0. We're not going to do the auxiliary, but we will do the telnet. line VTY 0 space 15, however many, 0 space 15, however many tunnel lines you want to turn on. We're going to do the same thing, password, Mango. I'm doing it different, so you can see that I have to type in Cisco. All right, and we'll do again, login local. Login local. I'm going to do the exact, see, it's kind of monotonous, same thing over and over. 10 minutes, 25 seconds. And then I'll do login synchronous, right? But a little special command here, a little special command, because we want to SSH transport input. Okay, it's a lab. Don't go insane when I do this. All. That way I can test for Telnet and I can test for SSH. This is a lab. If you think that everybody out there is using SSH, you're sadly mistaken. Okay? All right, do WR. Because I'm in under configuration, somebody, a programmer, was wise enough to say, hey, we just put the do command in front of everything, and then you don't have to go back to privilege mode. All right, so I'll Control Z, and now I'm going to just walk through the command, through the configuration. Show start. So there is my service password hyphen encryption. There's my name. There's my secret. Whoa, MD5. And there's your enable password. All right, there's my time zone. All right, I'm hitting enter, my username and password, which is Cisco. LDP run is on. There's my domain. You're never gonna see IP domain hyphen lookup, but it's on. But you will see this information right here. Okay, there's your IP address on that. Okay, and then we don't have this IP address. And there's a clock rate already exists. It doesn't matter. Better put one in there yourself, or it won't work. Okay, and then we have a banner. Stay out of my router. Okay. And then we have the con 0, and then line BTY. Look how it separates the default tenant lines from the rest of the tenant lines. All right, cool. So let's put in the IP address on the 010 int s0/1/0, and then we're gonna do IP address, and it's too many R's. They're kind of funny. IP address 10.1.1.5, 255, 255, 255, 252. How did you do that last? I wrote the book on IP. Clock rates. I always put the max. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, million, no shut. All right, do WR. Cool. So we got that going there. Now always save, oops, I haven't saved it yet. Let me save it there for you. I'm going to save it on your folder. Oh, that's the wrong one. This information right in here. There's going to be housekeeping and addressing routers. Cool. So now save the lab and also save your configuration. Well, save it, the file. Well, you're done. You think I'm going to do this housekeeping again? You're nuts. Okay, because you can always put those commands in Notepad, copy paste it in. You can. All right, so I'm just going to put in here the router name, enable CompT. This is router 2, host name R2. I'm going to go to the interface S0/1/1, IP address 10.1.1.6, CSI 205, 205, 205, 252. No shuts. I like going around the world, so I'm going to go to the LAN NG0/0/0. Now I'm going to do IP address, and then I'm going to say 192.168. Oh, make sure I'm in the right interface, just like that. IP address, and see, I didn't have the login synchronous, so I interrupted my typing. 192.168.20.254. 255.255.255.0, enter, no shot, and then interface G0/0/1, IP address, not serial, don't need no clock rate. This is 10.1.1.9, how do I know that? I created the scheme, 255, 255, 255, 252, no shot. Now you can put a description on here if you want, I don't. But you can see if I move the lab, that's why it's a 10.1.1.8.9.10. That's the IP address in scheme, all right? All right, so here we go again. Enable, privilege mode. All right, host name, R3. All right, interface G0/0/0. IP address. 10.1.1.10 plus the mask 255.255.255.252. I just all barreled, no shut. All right, and then int G0/0/1 IP address, and then that's 192.168.30.254 255.255.255.0 2WR. Control, if you already get that, Control Shift 6, do WR. All right, now we want to verify, show IP in brief. All right, it says, look, I never turned on. See why you're getting to verify? Never turned that on. So go inside that interface again. All right, interface G0/0/1, IP address, IP address. There's no shut it. There you go. All right, and this is where the fast forward button, because I don't want to wait for that thing to turn green. So now I come to my PC, go to my command prompt, see if I can ping my own gateway. Ping 192.168.30.254, and I can. Lovely. And I come here to my PC, and I go to my command prompt. Can I ping my gateway? Ping 192.168.20.254. Awesome. And then I go to my other PC, and I ping, see if I can ping my gateway. Ping 192.168.10.254. And I can. Lovely. So I'm able to go ahead and ping everything. All right, we got the housekeeping completely, so you know what the housekeeping is. They put it on all the routers. I'm not going to do it. You can do it. And then we put our IP addresses in, and we can ping our gateways. Now we go into, can we connect across the network? And that's the next video. See you there.